I don't think I did answer it. I just said, you know, the odd
You
thing.
just said I'm asleep.
Little things like I ran home the other night and said, "Oh, I've just learnt something today." She goes, "Go on." And you know, Lego bricks.
Oh yeah.
The name came about because some kid's mum, the kid was messing with the bricks, and she said, "Let go of them and come and have your dinner."
Play a record.
It's got to be rubbish. It's got to be
Play
rubbish.
It's always rubbish, isn't it?
Wait, they're Scandinavian for a start. So,
The Scandinavian.
there is no. Let go. Boys are back in town. Thin Lizzy, what a classic.
Beautiful.
Carl, should that be our anthem, me, you and Steve, eh? Eh? Yeah?
Can I just get a couple of bits of admin out of the way?
Go on.
We've had an email from Peter Goff. He has said, where is Richard Anderson?
Where
he,
is
he only
Dickers?
tunes in to listen to him.
Where's
it's absolutely
Dickley? Where's
enough.
little Dicky Docker?
Little Dickie Anders has not emailed in. If you don't listen normally, Anders is our biggest fan.
He
Normally he's got
loves
some,
us. I just absolutely
but he's
think the
normally
world
got
of...
a little bit of constructive criticism,
Oh,
which
right,
we
I
always
mean, it's
appreciate.
not- yeah, we're open to that. Sure, sure,
Exactly.
sure.
So-
I'm gonna shove this up your...
So if Dickie Anders is listening, then he might want to get in touch. Also, dear Ricky, I've developed a bit of a fetish for the way you say "winnersh" in your hit sitcom The Office. I'm going to get my fiance to say it, but he hasn't quite mastered it yet. Anyway, we're getting married in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks' time. Could you please say "winnersh" on air as a sort of early wedding
It's
present?
becoming one of the most popular requests at weddings now, me saying winnersh. So, winnersh. There's a few I didn't get in. Thatcham. Shinfield. So, there's a Woodley.
There you are.
There you go.
That's beautiful. That's keeping them happy. Good luck to them. That's Leopard. That's one of those stupid email names. If you're going to email us, at least mention your name, because otherwise it makes me sound like a fool.
A leopard, the original name for a giraffe.
Interesting. Thanks for that.
Whereas Lego was
Yes.
invented when a mother had sent someone to get some, though there's no name for them. She went, "Can you go and get some?" There was a gap. He went,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I'll go and get some," because they weren't called anything. Brought them back, started playing with her. And then she went, "Look, give me those." He went, "No." She went, "Lego, you idiot."
Yeah, the actual explanation, various people have emailed us in or phoned in now. The company was set up in 1934. It's a Danish company, obviously.
Yeah.
Lego comes from the Danish words leg got, which means play well, and it was later discovered that it was also a Latin phrase that meant I study or I put together. That's the actual, where did you get that from?
But the thing is, you see, that's where learning's got to be interesting, because if it even started like that, I'd just go, "I'm not interested." I'd be looking for...
Oh, so if a fact may be true, but it's just not good enough.
It's not interesting enough for you.
Not interesting enough.
Okay, another quick
Right.
dilemma for
So
you, Carl.
if Newton would have said, apples are attracted to our heads, be careful, they attack you, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Total bollocks, but you'd have been interested, therefore, in all modern physics. Alright?
Here's another dilemma for you, a quick one from Kate. She says that she's a single woman, she's 6 foot tall. Recently she's found herself being approached by men of, let's say, restricted height. And she's not desperate, but is it ever acceptable in her, she wants to know now, is it ever acceptable for a tall lady to go out with a person of restricted growth? What do you think about that? If you see that on the street, do you think it looks bizarre, do you think it looks odd, or
So a
should she just
6
go
foot
with it?
woman with,
Someone of a dwarfish persuasion.
we can't say sort of that, or the midget word, but
You
I
can't
mean,
say that, no,
that's
that's
a little fella.
Yeah. Is that, so there's a noticeable difference in their height. Is that ever a problem, do you feel?
She's 6 foot, he's 3'4".
Yeah.
If I saw it, I'd just think she's doing it... you know.
Okay, let's not do this now.
No, come on, she's doing it what?
Oh.
No, for attention, in a way. Because there's loads of other
See, I
people...
told you, Steve.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just I mean, is that serious?
I think so.
Well, I mean, if it, whatever
they
makes her
shouldn't.
happy.
Please don't ask Carl
No,
these
but do
sort
you
of
know what I
questions.
mean? If it makes her happy, then do it. But in a way, you're not going to have a normal life.
Oh, God.
No, but you're not, because they're going to get
I'm
stitched. There's no
so
point bringing
sorry.
trouble onto yourself.
Carl does not necessarily reflect the opinions
Of
the
anybody
management.
else in the world.
Hold on. This woman, she doesn't live in a forest in a little cottage, does she? She hasn't got long black hair and wears a sort of...
She says the guy she's going out with is a miner. In a
Really?
crystal mine, yeah, and he just sings all day on his
Has
way
he
to
got
work.
6 mates?
Apparently so.
Okay, what do you think of that, Carl?
I'm still... sorry, I wasn't listening. I was thinking about...
Someone just called up and called him dopey.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't they?
I mean, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Why? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you today?
I'm just saying.
What you're fed up with people taking issue with some of the stupid things you say. Lego was invented by a mother going, let go of that. What are we going to do with all the buildings? The earth might collapse. What do you expect people to say?
Well,
even our listeners know you're talking rubbish, and some of those aren't allowed to wear socks. I mean...
Listen, right, last week when I did Do We Need 'Em, do you know when I called up one of the museums in a science museum?
Yeah, are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I wanted to tell you before when the song was on, but you're so busy listening to it.
Yeah, was I so busy listening to a song I was playing?
Yeah, but we're doing a radio show, aren't we?
Alright, what's your point?
Well, I just wanted to say, she emailed in to say I got her name wrong, so I'm just apologising for that.
What did you call her?
I think I called her Jessica.
What's her name?
I don't know, I've got it on email somewhere.
Well, this is not an apology!
No, I'm
You've
just
got
saying...
it wrong
You've not
again!
even said her real name! How is that an apology?
Well, I read the email, so, yeah, I
But who are you apologising to?
I think her name's Jackie, I think.
Oh, you've got it wrong again, haven't you?
Well, anyway, and she just said if you want to see dinosaurs and that, go to the museum.
You were complaining about that as well, weren't you? You went to a museum and there was too many dinosaurs. He said you just need 4.
No, well, Steve, have you been to the one in Knightsbridge?
I think
this
so.
one that I called up, right? It's nice. You go in, you get a good collection of stuff. You walk in, there's 3 or 4 dinosaurs. You've had enough, right? I went into New York, right? Went to the museum there, hundreds of them. You can't move for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're responsible for them being extinct. There's loads of them. So all I'm saying is, if you want to see a dinosaur, go to the one near Knightsbridge. They've got a nice selection, some old vases and stuff. It's worth going. So.
Do you work for them? Because that was a pretty big sell.
Well,
You could work that over to quite an advert, I imagine. Brilliant. Carl, you're fed up, aren't you? Because you had to get up early.
Well, that's another thing, but will we give out the answers for...
Let's do that after we've played the next tune. I have to say that I'm wondering if Rockbusters, like Do We Need 'Em, is beginning to run its course, because this week we've had very, very few right answers. I think we're just getting too complicated.
Yeah, because his clues and his answers are rubbish. Why don't you start doing proper ones?
These are good. We started off easy, if
I
you
don't know,
remember.
I think some of them are a bit tortuous.
They
But
don't
anyway,
work. Some of them don't work.
Come up with some stuff then.
let's play a tune,
Well, I have.
and we'll come back with the Rockbusters answers in a second.
You haven't come up with anything.
The Gravediggers. 1-800-SUICIDE. It's a good tune, that. I've always enjoyed it.
XFM 104.9. Well, that's nearly it from Ricky Gervais. That's me. Steve Merchant.
One of the 50 most eligible bachelors in Britain. I hope people as well, if you buy Company Magazine, if there's any ladies listening, every week, of course, I've played you a song for the ladies, and I hope now that you'll be able to return the favour and maybe vote for me. Buy Company Magazine, vote for me, so I become the number 1
That's
eligible
seriously,
bachelor.
that wouldn't mean anything then, would it?
What do you mean?
Well, it wouldn't mean anything then, would it? If they voted you and you even got into the top 30, it wouldn't mean anything because you've asked them to do it.
What are you talking about? Because it means that they care for me enough, and then they are impressed and charmed by enough that they've actually made that effort. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful gesture.
I think that would ruin it.
Well, let's wait and see what the results are.
Do you think, getting off that, because we don't want Steve to use as a platform to get in the top 48. He's bound to beat a couple of people. But, what do you think of him now, Carl? Now you've known him for these many years. What do you think of his looks objectively now that you've known him? Can you remember what you first thought?
Like I say, he's changed a bit. He's sorted himself out a bit.
Yeah.
Looks a bit better.
How? What's he done?
I don't know. His hair's better.
Yeah, what was it before?
It was just a bit nothingy. Do you know what I mean? It was like just like if you just let your hair grow and do its own thing.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's got a style.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
Glasses, he's changed.
His glasses are stylish.
Yeah.
Just stay sat down.
Right, Rockbusters.
Some people like tall men.
Yeah, go on.
That's right. First one. The weather stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was R, which was rainbow. Right?
Rainbow?
Like rain is the weather, and it smells like bow.
Bow?
Body odour.
No, it's B.O.
It's B.O. That's
It's pronounced
B.O.W.
Well, yeah, but you've got to play.
It's not pronounced bow, and it's not spout bow.
Who calls it bow? Everyone knows it's B.O.
What, you don't care? You don't care that doesn't work?
Well, they got it, so again, as long as
One
they're getting
person got
as
it,
long as
Carl.
they're getting it.
One person got it. Of all the emails, one person got it.
Second one, look, Gran, just get on the boat, will you, and help us out.
Go on.
That was R. That was Ronan. Ronan, right?
Ronan, who's Ronan?
Ronan.
Who's Ronan?
Ronan Keating.
But he's known as Ronan Keating.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not anymore, though. He's gone on his own, hasn't he? He's just known as Ronan.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. It's Ronan Keating.
He's always been known as Ronan Keating.
Alright.
So that doesn't work either. Go on.
Third one.
Next.
If you're going to do that to your drink, I'd let it settle for a little bit before you open it. That was CK.
What?
Shake a can. Shake a can. If you're going to shake, you can.
This is the worst competition ever.
So,
It's Chaka.
have you got a
It's
winner?
Chaka. It's Chaka. It's Chaka Khan.
Shake a can.
No, Chaka Khan.
What you got?
Chuck a can might have worked. To throw a can.
Who got all three right, then?
Well,
Because basically what happened was people
We're
just
stopping this.
emailed in 3 guesses.
We're stopping
and
this.
The guesses that were right came from Mandy Thompson in Hendon.
let's ruin
but
that one
frankly,
then. Well, let's run that into the ground. That's Do We Need 'Em ruined.
No, we can't
That's-
just bin everything on 1 week.
I don't think we're going to get that. Oh, they're not as good as they think they are because you've only picked on Newton Einstein. You don't know anyone else. You don't know who Gandhi is. Chimpanzee that. You've run out of
I did like the jingle for that though.
Oh, chimpanzee that.
That was a great jingle.
Yeah,
But sadly
well,
we won't be able to use that again.
So who's won, anyway?
Well, it was Mandy Thompson I mentioned, but as I say, she guessed, so I mean, she can have the prizes, she's welcome to them. But,
There you go.
I think we should knock it on the head, Carl. Maybe you should come up with something
Yeah.
new.
No, I think it's still got a few weeks in it.
I think we should take some time off.
Well,
Yeah. What about, like, the foreseeable future?
Don't know.
song
does
for
that
the
feel?
lovers. Do you want to just play
A song
that
for the
one?
ladies. Listen, you know what? I think it's maybe the March issue of Company magazine. Buy that. Top 50 most eligible people. There's probably an address or a phone number to call. And here's another song for the ladies, maybe just to charm you further. Tom the Model by Beth Gibbons and Rustin Man.
Carl, say
And Karen
goodbye and
Allen.
say it nicely, like you're happy.
See you later.
Oh, is that the best you can do?
It's just gone 4:05. It's Ricky Gervais show. That's Steve just doing the microphone, putting his headphones on. Making
Sorry, Rick,
Look,
I'm not. Sorry, you just didn't give me much time to prepare myself. So
No,
hang on.
a week.
Yeah.
It was actually a week.
I think that's working. My headphones are not quite working. Hang on.
No.
It's going all right though.
Well, not only we haven't not
Yeah.
prepared for the show. Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe people could phone in and give us some subjects to talk about. 0171 580 2000.
Yeah.
Or they can fax in 0171 580 1234, and they could get like a discussion going, like, what do you think of that Tour de France nonsense? And we could sort of, no, not that. What do you think about, well, you know, it's their idea, isn't it?
0171 580 2000. Quickly, I mean, really, seriously, just get on the phone now.
This is my record of the week.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Exciting?
Yeah, it's Foo Fighters,
Right, yeah.
Walking After You.
I'm looking forward to it. It's quite interesting. I think it's quite interesting, Rick, because you know, it's a very sensitive song, very beautiful song, and I think it betrays something about you, about the inner Ricky.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we've ever sort of really tapped into before.
No, but I mean, I've got something exciting for you as well.
Really?
Because maybe you know, you can find love too. Because Petru sent in a piece of paper here from, see there, from Mixmag.
Yeah.
But it's the personal ads. Oh no, it's not. It's an ad. It's Select. That's the advert. for
Whatever,
Mixmag.
Rick. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Realism, it makes all the difference.
No. Move
So I
on.
don't think I'm just making it up.
Come on.
Right. Lonely, depressed bi girl needs someone of any age to understand. Right? Any age.
Right,
Well,
yeah.
that fits, you know, your any age.
Certainly.
Yeah. Ugly freaks preferred.
Yeah.
Right? Anyone accepted.
Well, I'm in there.
Well,
No,
don't
me.
count your
Excuse me?
chickens. Don't count your chickens. Confidentiality and honesty assured.
Yeah, that's fine.
Reply guaranteed.
Give it to me now.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
No,
Because she said,
give it to me now.
I know what she said. I know why you're thinking. She's any age, which you fall into nicely.
Yep.
Ugly freaks preferred, so you're at top of the list, and anyone accepted. See, but I don't think she realises quite what you look like, because you're not in her framework. Do you know what I mean? So I still think you might be disappointed.
No, Gervais, this will work. This will work. Let me see this. Only depressed bi girl. What does that mean, though? Bi girl. What does that?
Bisexual.
Bisexual?
Yeah. Again, I think she means
Bisexual?
sexuality of any human. Do you know what I mean?
Well, all I'm saying, bisexual, Gervais. Do you know what I mean? Am I right?
What do you mean?
Hey, 3. Yeah, hey, 3 people.
What?
3 in a bed.
You, a bisexual, and an amphibian.
3 in a bed, Rick. Hey. Hey?
But you won't be one of them.
It's not going to happen, is it?
No. Nearly 25 past for Ricky Gervais show. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Gervais, I know we haven't got much in the show today. We've not really thought of anything to talk about. Why did you just give a time check then?
Just to fill it up.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, why? Do you know what I mean? Because the music,
sunny out as
the
well, isn't
music
it?
was playing, right? And you
Yeah.
mentioned it's 25 past 4. We'd never do time checks. How is that useful? What are you expecting? Someone's looking at it, they're going to think 25 past 4. Christ, I should be at my mum's house.
I haven't
they'll
played
put-
any good records. I can't let it interesting, but thank God he told me what else. I've got to take that bun out of the oven.
Well, exactly.
You
that's
never
what-
know.
But you don't want to tell.
Or they
time-
probably just realised something good starting on telly.
Well, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Don't say it's 25 past 4 because who knows? I don't know. Maybe the Antiques Roadshow.
No,
on or something.
BBC always start things at 25 past, don't they?
Yeah.
And 5 to.
Well, you're a fool. That's what I'm saying. There's no reason for
Why
time
do they do
checks.
that? Why do they do that and not on the hour like ITV? You know where you are with ITV. BBC, 10 past, quarter past. 0171 580 2000.
Yeah.
Why the BBC? I'm struggling.
You are indeed.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly go to an ad break, which is good.
Yeah.
That keeps people pretty fixed.
Oh yeah, yeah. They'll be desperate.
Yeah.
They'll be listening to those.
But I'll
ads,
do a
they'll be
little
hooked.
trial. Watch this. But after that, if you can hold out for 40 seconds, we've got the new one from the Manic Street Preachers. You've got to be happy with that.
I'm loving it. Gervais, before we do it,
Go on.
I watched Team Knight Rider yesterday.
You did.
You've seen it. It's a
No.
new, it's a new sort of thing. Must be made 10 years later. And it's instead of just the one Knight Rider car, it's a team of them. A fleet of them, Gervais.
Team. I think it said teen.
No, teen Knight Rider.
Yeah, when he
What,
was
like-
little, he had spots and he was a little bit embarrassed.
On like a little sort of scooter.
Yeah, and you go to the girls and go, hello. Do you want to? Do you want to? Oh, yeah. Teen Night Rider.
Teen Knight Rider would be
That's
beautiful.
great, isn't it? Yeah.
That'd be great.
And Kit goes, what are you doing? Nothing.
Yeah.
I was just, we're caught in the flies.
Get these like kits there, sort of explaining how to shave.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be beautiful.
You dirty little... Now that is really gummed up my CD player now. Oh, we'll stop it there, surely.
Oh, Team Knight Rider.
Teen Night Rider.
I'll tell you, if we get on to talking about telly programmes, Gervais, we'll be here all night,
Yeah.
won't we?
Yeah, well, it's about 25 past 4 now.
That's brilliant. They're disappointed. But listen, Gervais, you know I've always said that you know when a party's going bad
Yeah.
when you end up in the kitchen talking about old kids' TV shows.
And singing the theme tunes.
Exactly.
And do you remember Swizzlers? Oh, yeah, yeah. And Flying Saucers, yes, we remember
And
Flying
Batwing Jumpers. And everyone starts laughing. obviously.
Batwing Jumpers.
Do you not remember Batwing Jumpers?
She's retired now.
Thanks. Grot Bags. Eh?
Grot Bags, what was that? That was
that
on
was the Emu. Pink Windmill.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Talk about gay subtext. Pink Windmill.
So I take it with the fact that we're talking about it, we are in the kitchen at a bad party.
We're in the kitchen
We've
at a
got
bad
nothing,
party.
have we?
We've got nothing to talk about.
You know, usually we say, oh, we've got nothing, we've got a couple of things and we get up. We've really got nothing,
Absolutely
have we?
nothing.
What about that Team Night Rider? We were going somewhere. there
Team
must be
Knight
something.
Rider.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
See,
Imagine it.
what was it? Michael, it's time for school. I can't, I've got bellyache. Well, you're well enough to do that. I have to do that, I have to get rid of my poison.
But I wasn't talking about Teen Knight
No,
Rider.
sorry, Team Night Rider. You're actually going to tell an anecdote there.
Well,
I'm
no,
just
not really.
interrupted.
All I was going to say was that it was great yesterday because there was Team Knight Rider, which is the sort of 10 years later, there's a team of people with super electronic cars driving around solving crimes.
Yeah.
And then it flipped over, and there was Butt Rogers in the 25th century, featuring Gil Gerard. Do you remember him? Good-looking fella.
Yeah.
And Twinkie or a sit, bitty, bitty, bitty. And,
Sorry, are you on crack?
no.
No, sorry, have you taken sort of like some real sort of heavy mixture of cocaine and
Why,
listened to it? What's that? And obviously good looking fella, biddy biddy, and me.
No, that's
And then I
Twinkie.
turned, what,
That's-
why are you, what are you
That's an
talking about?
impression of Twinkie,
I
the little
don't-
robot.
The
little
robot?
The little...
Oh, the little robot! Oh, wait,
The little silver robot that
Yeah.
went biddy biddy biddy. It's as simple as that. I'm not trying to corrupt you. I'm not trying to get, confuse you.
Oh, go on, yeah, okay, it's fair enough. I'll take
All
your
I'm
word for it.
saying is, great TV shows there that we forget, We're in the kitchen, Gervais, aren't we? We're in the kitchen.
But everyone else has left. It's just us two.
It's just you
we
and
could
I.
go home.
We could go, but somehow we're still enjoying it.
Yeah.
In the kitchen there.
Yeah.
But what I was going to talk about is, there's a lot of TV shows. There's a lot of TV shows, Gervais, that we know and love and we remember.
Yeah.
But a lot of films, right, that became TV shows. MASH, obviously, the big success. Do you know, Gervais, I read about this yesterday, fantastic. Do you know that they made a TV show, right, in 1982 of Casablanca, right, featuring David Soul.
As what, Rick?
As Rick. What a fantastic TV show.
That is fantastic.
It'd be Casablanca, and you'd have a picture of him, wouldn't you? And every week they'd find a different reason for him to say, "Play it again, Sam."
And lovely Patty Coombs as his
Liza, whatever.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Mr. Rick, I'm not playing backgammon for money. Play it again, Sam. It'd be great. Every week, whatever it be. I don't know what they're different contrivances, like a catchphrase.
Oh, that'd be fantastic,
Great, wouldn't it?
Bobby Crush as the bloke on the piano.
Ding, ding,
You
ding,
must
ding,
remember
ding.
this. Oh, fantastic.
Every week he gets an excuse to play it.
That is
Yang, dang, da, dang, da, dang.
Well, once, right, I was looking through, right, and there was that TV show called You Must Be the Husband, right? Yeah, it was called You Must Be the Husband, and I'd never seen it before, and me and Jen were watching it, it was just flicked over, and we saw the last, that we were going to watch something else, and it just ended with the waiter coming up to one of them and going, you must be the husband. And we thought, do they have to remember that every single week?
Deary me, that's like a hard work. I tell you, putting catchphrases in TV shows, hard work. David Soul.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Dave Hutch.
Who played Victor Laszlo?
I don't know anything else
Someone
about
sort
it.
of-
If anyone's ever seen it, please give me a call. What a fantastic show that would be.
Oh, I know who played Victor Laszlo. What's his name? Rodney. What's his name? Nicholas Lyndhurst.
Nicholas Lyndhurst.
He'd be great, wouldn't he? Nick Berry.
Nick Berry, that'd be beautiful. And I'll tell you what it would be. It would be they'd be on a golf course, and Sam would miss a stroke, wouldn't he? And they'd just go, "Oh, play it again, Sam," and everyone else would laugh. It'd be beautiful.
Oh, baby bird, if you'll be mine. We can keep this cup forever now.
Yeah.
We're in the kitchen.
Yep.
Should make a cup of tea. Apparently, Steve, who says this? He doesn't say play it again, Sam.
No, I know he
He
doesn't.
says,
you-
go on, play it, Sam.
I know that, you stupid toss. Oh, for goodness sake. I studied film for 3 years, for Christ's sake, Gervais. Of course I know that, but it's the TV show. They're bound to have made the same mistake, aren't they? Of course
I
that.
can do an academic subject
Of
then.
course. Oh, I can't. Well, I'm sickened. I'm sickened. Because everybody knows that, Gervais, and yet he's come out and he's spouted rubbish. Oh, I'm just... Oh.
He thinks it's a good show.
Oh. God, I'm disappointed. Oh, I'm
he
so
likes,
angry.
He likes the show.
I'm so angry because everybody thinks I'm an imbecile.
Well, yeah.
Well, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I was going to mention a couple, because I came up with a couple of my own TV shows.
Go on, yeah, so I've got a few.
Have you come up with your own?
Yeah.
Have you talked about this in the past?
Well,
Or-
yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, like when they have a cliche in the title, and that's the.
Oh, like the best one we came up with
Like
was
a touch
fantastic.
of frost, and it's his name.
I know, I
It's
love
like-
it.
Yeah.
But my favourite, this is one I came up with, right? It was called Lady of the Night, right? But that's night spelled K-N-I-G-H-T,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And what is clever about it is, what it is there's a knight, right, a knight of the realm, okay, but it's set about sort of 1870 or something, sort of Sherlock Holmes era, that sort of thing. And he's a knight of the realm, you know, was it Sir Johnson or whatever? And he's a knight, whatever. But he doubles up as a private investigator, right?
Yeah.
And he's got working for him a prostitute,
Yeah.
right, who's also a private investigator.
Yeah.
And it's called Lady of the Night, you see, and it's double meaning because
clever, it's a pun.
she's a lady of the night.
and
She's
he's
a lady of the
called
night.
Night.
It's a night.
It's
Brilliant.
fantastic.
And they go around, but seriously, they go around investigating like crimes, sort of Whitechapel and stuff. And it's brilliant because you know, obviously she's a prostitute, or whatever, and he's a knight, and there's a bit of sexual tension, Gervais, obviously, and obviously got all the Victorian elements and everything. And obviously they can't associate with one another openly in the streets because that would be, you know, he's obviously got to maintain a certain reputation.
Yeah.
So it's Lady of the Night. And there's all the intrigue and tension. What do you think about
You
that?
thought this through.
I thought that through.
That is fantastic, using all your technical knowledge
Yeah.
and your film study and your...
Yeah.
I came up with one,
Go on.
starring Naughty Samantha Janus as a nun, with Diana Rigg as a Mother Superior, and it's called None the Wiser.
That's beautiful.
And they're naughty. And the
great.
and the
None the
sequel,
Wiser.
she gets pregnant and she has to go and work in the kitchen, right? And that's called Nun in the Oven.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Oh, that's beautiful, Gervais.
Remember Ray Cooney, that thing in the 80s when all those had those farces on, and basically what he did was substitute the word life for wife. He had Run for Your Wife. Right? And the wife begins at 40.
Beautiful. Doesn't make any sense, does it, grammatically?
No. I just thought of one like, I said to Claire a few weeks ago that it would be like a stage play and there'd be loads of people jumping in and out, like, of hospital beds. But in one of the beds, one of the wives, she just wanted to die. Because had no quality, and it's whose wife is it anyway? That'd be good, wouldn't it?
That's nice.
Yeah, Brian Ricks.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. I love that. Touch of Frost. It's so clever.
And the other one is loads of lawyers with their wives jumping in and out of bed with just underpants on, taking drugs, and it's this wife.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's great. That's a nice touch.
So let's have some competitions then.
But you know, I've got a whole game show as well, which I could mention.
Go on.
Do you want me to mention it?
Well, should we play Blue Oyster Cult? Their classic song.
Can I
Don't
just say,
Fear the Reaper.
I've got a game show, right, that I came up with.
Yeah.
Okay. And it features me, but I think it could be perhaps a vehicle for yourself, Gervais.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to tell you. It's called Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
Right.
And
I like it already.
You like it already?
Because there's a part in there for me.
Yeah.
Could I play the Ricky Gervais?
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
It was originally called. Basically, let me just summarise very briefly. I'm not going to tell you all the games, but it's basically recreating the heady days of the war.
Right.
Right.
That's fantastic.
It's beautiful already, isn't it? It's got the nostalgia thing.
I've got a game as well.
But it was originally going to be called Ricky Gervais Fag Rations.
Right.
But apparently cigarettes weren't rationed in the war. So it's called Meat Rations now.
Excellent.
And I'll tell you some great games. My favourite is, what's it called? To Be Perfectly Anne Frank. It's a great game. It really is a great game where you've got to pretend to be Anne Frank and hide from sort of snooping Nazis.
Oh, that is fantastic.
It's a great game. And there's also, of course, let me go into it. There's also Dig for Granny.
Good.
I'll dig for victory, if you like. And what happens is you're scavenging through rubble, right?
Can I just say,
and
these are copyright. Anyone trying to rip me off? I mean, I've got the Penis Puppet Theatre.
Yeah.
I've got a stake in this, surely, haven't I?
Certainly. Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
You can have a bit of my Penis Puppet Theatre.
That's lovely.
Yeah. And I've also got a new game that I'll talk about after yours. It's called Tip the Balance. And it's sort of like a game for 4. And it's like, I'll send it off to Waddington, see what you think. I mean, there's teething problems with it.
Okay, well listen, Gervais, look,
let's play Don't Fear the Reaper.
Let's play that tune.
By Blue Oyster and his cult.
It's a classic.
Yeah, and then we come back and we try and make some money.
Let's make some cash.
Well, you've got to be happy with that. Blue Oyster cult, Don't Fear the Reaper. Yeah? So go on then. So what other games are in this Ricky Gervais's Meat Rations?
Well, it starts off, there's the sound of an air raid siren.
Yeah, I like it already.
And we came up with Start Queuing Up, Mum, for Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
Excellent. Do I look like sort of Walker out of Dad's Army?
Yes.
That is fantastic.
Now you come in.
Yeah.
And what it is, the set, right, is kind of like half of it is an old sort of East End pub, and the rest is kind of rubble and debris, and a skyline of ruined, Britain. And what it is you come in, you're fairly sort of sharp and dapper, and of course Chaz and Dave provide the music throughout the show.
And you know the Dolly Bird that usually comes on? She's a woman with like curlers with a little scarf on it.
That's right.
She comes out with those little floral aprons.
You've got it. You've got it.
Fantastic.
And there's a game show. There's a bit in the show called Roll Out the Barrel.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens in that.
Roll out the barrel. We can think of some.
There's a barrel of fun, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there's a dig for victory where you've got like a big pile of rubble, right? And you're digging through it, scavenging for food, canned food. But if you find like relatives or friends, you score extra points.
Oh, that is fantastic. And there must be some sort of fun with like gas masks.
Yeah.
When you can all put them on and dress up as like, I don't know, one of the banana splits.
Yeah.
That's
what could that be? Gas?
Who snork? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, possibly.
So every week there's the real snork.
Right.
So it's like contestants come on. They think, which one snork?
Which one snork?
Yeah.
So you've got three celebrities.
Yeah, who's a gas mask and the real snork.
That's great.
So you've got someone like Ted Malt's son, he pops one on. You got Frank Bruno, and Jilly Cooper.
That's it.
And they put their mask on and like a little outfit, and then the real snork is there, and you've got to ask them questions. Like you get like Bernie Winters and Henry Cooper going, number three, how long have you been in the banana split? and Jilly Cooper goes, about 6 years ago. I don't know. I think the banana split's been going longer than that. No, I don't think it's number 3. What do you think? And Bernie Winters go, number 1. Number 1. How did you get the job being in banana splits? And it's probably Ted Malt's son going, I answered an advert in the paper. That's not right. They were born. You know what I mean?
And there's Chaz and Dave in the corner just going, na 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 na, yeah!
Yeah, with the real snorks, and they all the lights go right, and the one stands up and he sits back down again, and then the real snork, and the others all take their masks off. And they go, "It's lovely, Julie. What are you doing now?" "Well, I'm appearing Puss in Boots down in Brighton." "Oh, that'd be fantastic."
What, Jilly Cooper?
I don't know. What does she do? Oh, she's a novelist.
She's a novelist.
Oh, yeah.
Now appearing in Panto. I'm not letting you book the guest.
Oh God!
But wait a minute. What? I mean, I love your idea.
Yeah.
Who snork?
Yeah.
It's a bit odd, isn't it? How we started off with a kind of wartime nostalgia show, but now we've sort of featured sort of quite bad 70s animal
Nothing
things.
wrong with the banana splits.
But I like that. That's a good game.
Yeah. Okay. That can be like a special feature.
So I'm
can't
just
it?
going to make a note of it because we've got Dig for Victory. To be perfectly Anne Frank.
Yeah. And who's
who's
snork?
snork?
Yeah. Well, I'm full of ideas. I could probably help you on this.
Oh, this is great. Well, what other?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, well, maybe we'll come up with some other ideas as we
Yeah,
go
we've
on.
still got Tip the Balance to go.
But you know, can I just say, I did actually once try and pitch this. When I appeared on Blockbusters.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously met with a producer there, and I said, I got an idea for you.
Have we talked about this on air?
We talked about me on Blockbusters,
Have we?
but not about my pitching this.
No,
thing.
go on.
And I said to her, sit down. I said, I've got a great idea. And I tried to bill it with me as the star. She said, who are you? Steve's Meat Rations. She said, why are you in it? I said, I am. Don't worry, I'm the one who can pull it off.
Yeah.
And she said, right, go on, what is it? And at that time, I had none of the games. All I had was the title. And she went, I like it, yeah. What are the games? I don't know. She said,
Oh, if you'd have just said, well, I'll stop you there, love, and just pop